This one is, am I the astronaut for getting my favorite cake for my birthday? I, 34 female, and my sister, 39 female, both love German chocolate cake. Ooh, me too. I'm a coconut fan. It's good. Both of us had a tradition to have that for our birthday cakes each year. However, for the 4 years I lived with them, I wasn't allowed to get it for my birthday since she only allowed herself to eat it once a year. And since she was the child no one wanted, and the fact it's just cake, I should give it to her and choose something else. I relented while living with her because it is just cake and I always had issues with my weight. Plus, my niece's birthday was only 2 days after mine, so we combined our birthdays and I always let my niece pick. She was a child, so I figured that's fair enough. After I moved out of her house and in with my now husband, which is a different AITA moment for me, I decided that I would start having German chocolate cake for my birthday again. My hubs didn't have an issue with this. When my birthday came, I was finally on speaking terms with my sister and she wanted to celebrate my birthday with me. Hubs and I agreed and invited her over. While I waited at our home for my sister, my hubs went out and got a German chocolate cake and had the bakery put "Happy Birthday," my name on it. When my sister saw it, she was furious. She called me an asshole for getting her favorite cake on my birthday and that I need to just get over myself and move on past our issues with each other. She also claimed I was using the cake to taunt her. I never thought of weaponizing a cake against her. I just wanted it for my birthday after only having it for hers for several years. Everything escalated from there to ultimately having my husband kicking my sister out of our house. This happened a few years ago, and now I can't stand even looking at German chocolate cake without cringing over the idiocy of it all. She still brings it up in a joking manner about how I almost let a cake I don't even like ruin our sisterly bond. I just chose to ignore her over it now, but I have to know, am I the asshole for getting my favorite cake for my birthday? Edits, I appreciate all your kind words. I didn't expect to get such an overwhelming response so quickly. I know this is an extremely childish and silly issue, but now with 2 daughters of my own, I've been doing a lot of self-reflecting and want to do everything I can so my daughters don't end up having stupid and childish issues similar to me and my own sister. I know they will have their own issues, but if I can help prevent them in any way, I want to be able to with an open mind if that makes any sense. Most everyone I know is extremely biased, so I figure I would ask on here instead. Yes, me and my sister have a lot of issues, but this is one of the ones I needed help with solving. I might post others, but I'm going to try to figure them out myself first. I've recognized in some instances I've been the asshole and I have apologized. This was just one of the issues that I couldn't figure out for the life of me if I was the asshole here or not. Thank you all again. Okay, the specific question here was, am I the asshole for getting my favorite cake for my birthday? Go ahead and step on up, Kadin, just as close to the microphone as you can here. Just stand on the mat. There we go. So the issue is that OP has a sister. They both like the same kind of cake. Their birthdays are like a day apart. Right. So they only were able to ever have, OP was never allowed to have her favorite cake, which is German chocolate, because her sister only allowed herself to have it one time a year because of her diet or whatever. So she accepted it, which is garbage, but then moves on with life, is with her husband now. Started having the cake she loves again, invited her sister over to celebrate her birthday, has the cake that she loves again, and her sister got all butthurt because her sister says she was using that cake just to throw it in her face and to tempt her, and said it's a cake that she doesn't even like. So not only does your sister OP here only care about herself, but she's completely erased the memory of you actually liking this cake because she can't handle it being there.
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh.
That's special.
Yeah, that's special.
If you have someone in your life that can't stand you doing things for you and makes all those things about you, all of those you things makes them about them, you got to get that person away.
Yeah, that's like, she's got main character syndrome or
whatever that's called.
Narcissism.
Yeah, this is one of those things. Yes, absolutely narcissism, but it's also one of those things where proximity allows people to do damage, right?
Yes.
And OP here, you were doing so much better on your own, not having your sister back in your life where she couldn't inflict damage.
Toxic
and then
sister
you
syndrome.
Invited her back, and as soon as she got close enough to take a swing, guess what she did? Yup. So push her back away. This is somebody that you may just have to go NTA with, especially when it comes to your birthday. But the fact that even though you had limited contact after you got married and before this whole her coming over for her birthday debacle, the fact that she would bring it up in a joking manner and say that it was over a cake that you didn't even like is enough for me to say, look, piss off. We don't get to have a relationship anymore because all you do is abuse it. I think you have to look at that and say, if the only thing that you're using our relationship for is to abuse it, you don't get to have that relationship.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. So you can absolutely choose your tribe, and blood doesn't mean that you have to be connected in a social manner. It doesn't have to be at all. Yes, you're related. That's the end of that. Blood is not thicker than cake, especially German chocolate cake. It's got that thick ass topping. You know what I mean? So the question, AITA for getting my favorite cake for my birthday? Hell no. No.
Nope.
No. Your birthday, your cake. And the last 2 cake stories we had were people who didn't get the cake they wanted for their birthday. It's garbage.